Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Silindile Dlomo. Welcome back to yet another episode of Career November. Today we are closing it off with a guest. Her name is...
I feel like I'm gonna have so many moments where I'm like, grr, grr, grr. But okay, we move.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, welcome back to another video. I have a guest and she goes by the name...
Silindile. But you can call me Silindile the Hustler. If you have a vision. Nyajana, do not call me that, please.
So, welcome to the episode, Silindile the Hustler.
Don't do that now, Muzi.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah.
So, thank you guys for clicking onto this video. If you are new, subscribe. If you're a new person, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe. Please stay. It's not that I'm desperate or anything.
But please stay.
It would be very kind of you to stay and subscribe. And if you've been watching me and you haven't subscribed, you are
My son.
It's
Not the one. It's not make sure.
It's not make sure in the back.
Exactly.
So subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, thank you so much. Welcome back.
I don't like people who do that. We're not gonna be doing this period, not yesterday. No period. I'm unperioding what I did.
Anyways, so we are on another episode of Career November, and this is like the last weekend of November. So I don't know how I feel about that.
I really don't know.
Because I feel like umuntu only got it went really fast. But I'm glad it did. No, but November had a November small Pro Max November life.
Facts. Actually November was long now that I think about it.
It was long. Okay guys, so we're gonna get straight into the questions. I'll start with an icebreaker. Who's your favorite artist?
Woo! I don't believe in No, the thing
This is not a music show.
No, let me explain. I don't believe that, well, for me, many people have one favorite artist because sometimes you're in the mood for a different artist. Sometimes you're in a certain period of like season in your life. How am I going to answer that?
Okay, who's your favorite Goa artist?
Alessia Cara.
I knew it.
Alessia Cara. Okay, anyways,
Alessia Cara. Okay.
You take Cara. Anyways, but yeah, Alessia Cara. She makes me go even when I don't go. She just puts me in them go-ish mood.
Okay. Anyways, so tell us something, like a few things about yourself, like who you are and just where you from. I think
Okay.
she's my sister. She's from where I am from.
Let's simplify this.
Stop it. Okay.
Okay, anyways. Back to rewind settings. Seriously. Yeah, okay. So, like I said, mostly the hustler. I'm joking. But it's Silindile Dlomo, from South Africa.
You? We thought you were from the US. Thanks for the clarity.
Anyways, so yeah, I studied computer science in varsity, jumping straight into varsity because these times are not memorable.
No one cares about whether you did physics or not.
So I studied at some high school, and then is that good enough?
She went to high school, guys.
I went to high school, and then I went to UKZN to study.
Yeah.
No. Okay, I'm starting again. That means I was okay. Anyways, I studied at the University of KZN.
Huh?
University of KZN.
Oh, wasn't that?
University.
Okay, go Sam.
Okay, University of KwaZulu-Natal. Does that make you happy? Okay, I studied there. to be specific, the PMB campus. Okay, so I studied, computer science and IT. Started out in BCom, accounting.
Moving by accountants.
Oh no, never.
She was confused. We all are confused at some point.
You know what? The thing is, I wasn't even confused. I knew I didn't want to be an accountant, but I just did accounting.
Okay, so you started in BCom.
Yeah. So that was my first year, and I was like, no man, it's not make sure. Like, it's just not make sure. I didn't feel at home. It's not like you're supposed to feel at home when you do a degree because there's no such feeling. But you just know. I actually
don't like it.
Yeah, I was sleeping in the couch one day, and I was like I always do, sleep in the couch.
I was not in bed.
No, that's a story for another day. Because I believe Utsiva City young fundis was beaten but so ever since I've never looked back. I sleep in the couch till this day. I enjoy it.
Okay. Okay. But moving on, okay. So you then moved over to computer science, right?
Yeah, I moved over to computer science, majored in computer science and IT with BSc.
Okay, so with that, how did you tell mom and dad?
Ooh.
So sorry to cut you, but disclaimer, we were self-funded in a way. So it was a big deal for them to see it as a waste of a year.
Yeah, but surprisingly they didn't see it as a waste of a year. I don't know how I explained it to them. So I've learned one thing, I no man. No, and this needs to happen, and I need to. Oh, I'm going back. You know, I was.
She was preparing herself.
I was preparing myself, but I did not actually do it. So I was like, why not? This is the rest of my life I'm talking about, and depending on the situation, varsity is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. And your life is a lifetime.
I was my 8 years for a 3-year degree.
Yeah. So it was something like that where I just was like, you know what, I need to do this. And then I woke up, I did
you're waiting for the big guns.
But I think in the end, what about better was because I said, no, I'm not starting everything from scratch. You know, I'll still have my electives.
Oh, which is the IST.
The ISTN. Yeah, that's how I got them. But no, I'm just changing half of my major.
Half of
Not half of my degree, half of my major.
So he received it wow, Bab.
Yo, I think he was confused. I think they were both confused. But they saw how much I believed in what I was doing. So they were like, we trust you.
Okay.
Yeah.
With that, what exactly did you want to be before even getting into university?
What did I want to be? I want to be someone.
I want to be a billionaire. So flipping
that summarizes everything.
I mean, this still applies now.
I mean, I you know what? That question doesn't apply to me because I wanted to be everything under the sun.
You were vibing.
I was vibing with every career. It was a mood. I was feeling the vibrations. I'm a vibrations. Like I make the scene, but at some point I wanted to be. Oh yeah, an engineer at some point. Even with those physics marks, I had the confidence to see. No, you know what? When matric comes, miracles are gonna happen.
Hey now. What's drilling on my tooth? But I see collab. Okay, so you were moving with the vibrations, and then
I didn't have anything in mind.
And then you were just continuing with your computer science. How was varsity and comp?
So how was the degree itself?
Yeah.
That's a video for another day actually, because there are some like it was difficult because I was alone first. Well, I wasn't alone, but I didn't know it helps being out there, like meeting different people and talking to different people, studying with different people at some point, and I didn't think of all of that. So wasn't. First semester was fine, but second semester.
So you would say it helped to build a community?
Yeah, I mean, well, if you want to succeed in computer science, and you know what, I believe if you are like me, I don't know what but just have a community.
Okay. If you are like her, have a community. I also believe in community. I've said this in my previous videos. #community.
Hashtag.
How was the job search for you?
Ever since like my final year. That's a draining process. That's a very draining process. And it was a job hunt process. It's always draining. It's always full of rejections. It's always full of questions. So it was that.
Okay, and with the graduate program you got, when did you get it?
In
the year.
I banned. Oh yeah, okay. Like it was just
very great.
And then I think it was I actually got the offer in October, which was quite late if you're a person that
likes to plan.
Yeah, and you're really hoping for a job, and when you also have pay, you're like, oh, it's October, November, December. So I got it quite late, actually.
Okay, and so why do you think you got that job? Because you applied.
Because I applied and they were like, you fit. So no, but I don't know actually. I really don't know. But what I can tell you is there was a culture fit. There was a big culture fit from the what they were saying, what they were looking for, and who I was. I just saw it's okay, no. The convos are communicating. I think it was easy for them to pick that up, and so that's how I ended up with the job. Yeah.
Okay. And then what was the graduate role? Because you know how there's different roles. I'm QA, so.
It wasn't really specific, but I would say I was put in a space where there was a lot of Java. So, yeah, it wasn't a specific role. It's okay, you're gonna be this, you're gonna be. It was like you are going into this space and you will use what they use, and they happen to use more Java. Yeah. So I'm a Java developer. I just like to put it that plain and simple. I'm a Java dev.
You're a Java dev.
Yep.
How's being a Java dev?
Why are you asking that? I feel like this is okay. No, it's like any other job. It's
jobs are different.
Okay. Hold up. So when you say how is it? I mean, there are a lot of things that make up a job.
Okay, we're taking it out of the organization itself.
Okay.
So we're talking about the actual job of being a Java developer. Okay, let me rephrase the question. What does it entail?
Okay, so what I do as a Java dev.
Yes.
Okay, so I mean, what I do, I would say the simplest answer would be I create APIs.
A lot of people wouldn't know what APIs are.
Yeah. So, okay, a Java role, right? There's, depending on the company you are in, you just, usually with companies, you are enhancing systems that are existing, like adding functionalities, changing functionalities, or bringing a brand new functionality. But in my case, I do all of that. Also create APIs, which is a similar process, but I do it in Java, in the programming language Java.
Which other programming languages do you know?
Well, you know what? Knowing, there are levels to knowing. So
yeah, but whatever you feel you can write, hello world in.
In that case, let me count. No. Okay, so I'd say Python, even though I'm not really like because it's been a while.
Okay.
But if maybe I'd be given like some time and to get back here, I would with Python. JavaScript, I actually work with JavaScript. C sharp, yes. But I mean, I'm not, as great. Would see, I could write a whole app in these languages, but I just have an idea. Like, I could read the code, I could see what's happening and all of that. So I think, it's JavaScript and Java and C sharp and PHP, not C++, because it has a lot of pointers and pointer stress. I'm venting now. Anyways, yeah.
Okay, so guys, I hope that gives an idea of what a Java developer does. And then the next question is, what certifications have you acquired?
So the certifications I've acquired. Okay, so it's okay, I'm just gonna call them in exams because I just remember the exams I wrote in the past. So it was AZ 900, which is the fundamentals, where it's cloud related. I have mostly cloud related certifications, which is like the AZ 900, the AZ 204, and then the AZ 400, which are all certifications that are code, cloud, concepts, and it's just a combination of a lot of things that are related to cloud and coding. And then I've got Salesforce certifications, which is like the admin and developer platform 1 certification. Yeah, that's the how many? Yeah, that's the 5. That's the 5.
Okay, and how important do you think getting the certifications is it?
So the importance of certifications, it depends what your goal is.
Okay.
So in my case, there are some certifications that I don't necessarily use, just because I'm no longer in that space anymore. For example, Salesforce. So I don't use them that much. But if you are looking into like changing your career, because we know that within design, the IT, there are a lot of careers. So if you are looking in like getting somewhere like within the Salesforce field, then you need certifications. Yeah, I would go as far as saying you need certifications because you can have a degree and
it's a completely different
but you just need to it's more like it's certifications, I would say, are more in line with what you do on a daily more than your degree. So certifications are not necessary to get into a field, but in order to get what you want or move into a certain space within the field, I would say certifications matter.
Yeah, it's an advantage.
It's an advantage.
Honors or certifications?
You're asking the wrong person. You answer me first.
No, certifications, my dears.
I don't have honors and
Okay, so where do you think currently the demand is?
Without a doubt, I'd say Java and Salesforce. They were like this, but now Salesforce is, starting to take over. Well, it has taken over. So I would say, but the nice thing is, if you are a developer, you can always transition into Salesforce easily, because Salesforce it's more like the programming languages. So but I'd say Salesforce is where the demand is, as well as Java. But okay, when we're speaking dev.
Okay.
Yeah, we're speaking dev because I don't really know, because I don't know where the demand in the BA space is, or in the testing automation. So in terms of dev, Java and Salesforce.
Where do you think the money's at?
Where the money resides, where the money resides, where the money resides. Yo! Okay. Where the money's at? Yo, this is such a hard one.
People want to know what bangene kuphi so they can chow money.
Yo. Okay. So I would say, look, I'm just one person, right? And I have one person's experience. So I'll speak on what I know and what I've seen. So I think the money is where the money is at. I'm joking. So I think the money is... okay, but you know what? This money conversation is dependent on too many things. So for example, where you started and where you moved to. Because usually what I find is people who stay in a company for like extremely long time, for long times, and take those increments of pay. You know, it's not the same as, you know, maybe spending 6 years in this company and then moving to another company. Because, you know, the jump is quite like rapid, not really rapid, but different in that sense.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because you get to negotiate your salary based on your previous employment.
Yeah, and your skills and your knowledge and all of that.
Yeah.
But I would say the money is where the demand is. So in my case, in my experience, I'd say Java dev as well as Salesforce. And when I say Salesforce, there are many different roles in Salesforce, but I know that people are quite willing to pay the South African markets. They're trying to get people who are skilled and all of that. Look, there's cyber, there's a lot of like spaces, but I just don't know about them. I don't know their job roles. I don't know like their vacancies. Hence, I don't want to speak much. But from my experience, Java dev as well as Salesforce related careers.
Okay.
What do you think? Because I feel like you're also in the field and you know
where the money resides.
Where the money resides.
I think the money resides and how well you're willing to do in the industry.
Exactly. That's literally the IT space, because many people might think, look, you make more money if you are in a certain role.
Yes.
But that's not necessarily true, because a team is made up of many different roles
that are important.
That are all important, and you could find that they've hired someone from a different company, but the thing is they had a different salary, so they had to bring them with a higher salary than what maybe we're currently getting as a team here. So it's very dependent. I really cannot lie and say the money is here, the money is here. It's the money. What I can say, where the opportunities are though, that's a whole different question.
Yeah, it's a whole different question.
Yeah, that's basically a better question to ask. Yeah,
because it's, that we spoke on certifications. Those are things that you use to negotiate the value you will bring to that company in those conversations. So imali, you can't really say it's a set thing.
Nah, I don't think you can. No.
Yeah, and so so I don't want to make this video long because but do you enjoy your job? Do you enjoy being in tech? Do you enjoy being a tech girly?
Okay, so I think being in tech, I really don't know about many careers, but I feel like at some point in our lives, career-wise, we need to make sacrifices. And I think I'm at that stage where I am sacrificing my time, my energy, a lot of things in order to find my feet in the field. So I think eventually I will I will start to enjoy it way more than I am right now.
Yeah.
Because I really don't hate it. It's not bad, but it's just a learning phase.
Yeah, I was about to say the learning phase is not going to be comfortable.
Oh no.
At all, because you don't know and you're learning.
Yeah, growth is not like the easiest thing. So in terms of my job, it's not like I dislike it or anything like that, but I feel like I will get to a place where I really enjoy it after this growth. Well, you grow like the whole time because technology changes a lot.
Yeah.
But as things like as I gain more experience, I think it's gonna be
things become easier.
Yeah, things become easier and all of that. So yeah.
The importance of having an open mind when joining this field, any field, I believe, because you have to constantly adjust.
Yep. Yeah.
I think pandemic kind of shifted a lot of things, particularly in South Africa, because we're already far behind in terms of development.
Development how?
Digital.
Oh yeah.
And so now a lot of people started seeing the demand and the need for involving technology within their companies.
Yeah, and you know, within the industry, if you look at like the big companies, like the huge brands, they really just want to branch into like creating a bank, like for example Discovery. And I know Old Mutual right now wants to also like
fintech is a thing.
Yeah, fintech is becoming a big thing, and I think with like the IT space, that's really necessary. Yeah, so I don't know what point I was making.
But you guys will find a point.
Yeah, you'll find a point. Yeah, okay, I think just to summarize the whole, what do you call this?
Concept of, what were we talking about?
I don't know.
Growth and learning. Growth, the whole concept. So just as we were speaking on the point of constantly evolving, having the mentality to learn, and seeing how the world is currently shifting, and there's always a need for us to evolve and grow.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I was just emphasizing the career opportunities. Actually, now I remember.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I wanted to emphasize. Hence, I said most bigger companies are now venturing out into like the fintech space, or selling systems.
Yeah.
Or there's a lot of career opportunities in this space due to the shift in like the vision, the companies. If I put it that way. I gave an example with Discover. Discover is not only a bank; it's not only medical aid. Now it's a bank. It's this Old Mutual too is also wanting to tap into like full time the bank space, because I know they sort of there, but they're not fully there. So they also want to take that seriously, and like there's a lot of systems, there's a lot of things that are happening within companies that I can assure you will create a lot of space in the industry, the IT industry.
Because someone asked me, I got a comment asking whether I think there's opportunities in studying BCom finance. Well, I'm speaking on the aspects of BCom finance and information systems, and I'm obviously in the information systems. So they're asking if there's a lot of opportunities, and I believe there are.
To be honest, if your degree has IT, for me, so whether you did computer science, whether you did BSc in BCom majoring in IT, all that, it's easier to get into the field, because they usually say BSc or BCom. They're not like, oh, you need to specifically have engineering in computer engineering, or they just put slash like computer engineering or computer science or BCom IT, something like that. So I wouldn't necessarily say that when entering, let me specify that, because once you're in the field, your degree, it's up to you.
That is true.
It's up to you what you make out of your career. So yeah, that's what I think.
So my last question to you would then be, what advice would you have to, okay, second last, what advice would you give to a matric learner who's currently going to be applying to schools?
Apply early
and make informed decisions.
And don't apply in like 1 or 2 universities because you think they're the greatest thing life has ever seen, because the matric results,
This is coward.
So just don't put your eggs in one basket is what I'm trying to say. Apply, because there's also this thing of when you're in university, when you're in grade 12, there's this thing of I want to go to this varsity because it's the best in this and it's the best in this, and it's like in the top 5. You don't even know what it's top 5 for, what exactly. It could be top 5 for research.
Just heard that,
but not
top 5.
but not really top 5 for computer science or whatever the case is. So just don't university that are not as glorified as the ones we know, because at the end of the day, when Amazon calls you to interview you, they want to know what you know, not really,
and what you can do.
So apply, and it's okay to not go to a university that people don't think you deserve, because there's no such. As long as you know where you're going and what you want to do, apply and make decisions based on not friends. Not like make good decisions based
things
on
that will benefit you,
what you think will benefit you and your future. And
and then what advice would you give to a graduate that is seeking for a job, or someone who's in their final year?
I think it's also similar, where there's also this myth of, not really a myth, but I want to work in this company. Look, it's great to say I want to work for this company, because it's great, but sometimes that's not your journey. And the small company, because diverge a bit, within tech, people don't understand how good small companies can be.
Yes.
And when I say good, I mean like, even with the bigger companies, you find the experience you get in a small company and the salary is sort of similar to what you get in a bigger company, and even better, because sometimes you gain more. From my experience, I feel like you do gain more experience for going for smaller companies. But also just the reason why I mentioned this was because don't have this mentality of I'm applying for this big 4, this big 2, it's that or nothing. It's that or nothing. No, I don't do that. Like, have those companies you wish to have on your list, apply. And what I did was, beginning of the year, I know people might think, oh, it's too early, you're too excited for it, but it's fine, whatever. I had my notebook that had all the graduate programs I knew, when they were closing, when they were opening, who to look for in terms of the recruiters. I had a plan, and the plan doesn't have to go according to plan, but
you were actively involved.
I was prepared to a point where even if someone would come and say, oh, there's this opportunity, I was ready.
You had your things ready.
I was ready. So just have your things ready.
It's never too early.
It's such a process of balama CV, cover letter, but just get it done. Just get it done. It really helps. So that's my advice, Lucy. apply everywhere.
Don't be picky.
Don't be too picky. I mean, you can be picky.
Yeah.
But don't. Yeah.
But there's also this thing of Uguti, the salaries. People think Uguti, when they get into a graduate program, they're gonna be a part of the crew that started. My salaries are like 15,000. Whereas some internships will literally say we're gonna pay you 5,000. Okay, so yeah, that was basically the video. Any last words?
Coming to IT, guys. Kumnandi line. Kumnandi. Go relaxed. Poly.
And it's the new thing. It's the in thing.
Poly.
You.
Okay. Anyways, no. But honestly, guys, if I would like to create awareness. Will field with guys. You know how in high school, like the main things.
Be a doctor, a lawyer.
Yeah, there's like 5 careers. Within computer science, there's another 5. That has another 5. So.
And that is not. Some people are not technical, like me.
No.
So within that 5, you'd find that there's a lot of non-technical but technical tech jobs.
Yeah, and some just require you to know the knowledge of, the coding layers. You don't really have to go into coding the layers. So I would say, guys, just give this career a chance in terms of explore what it has, ask people, talk,
It's not easy. It's not an easy career to go, like in terms of university to study, but it's worth it.
It is worth it in terms of it makes life easier in South Africa. No, it's out life.
Yeah, with the unemployment rate,
it's not easy. It just makes life easier in South Africa, from my perspective. You have people, and also this conversation of degree, diploma, all of that.
Yes.
You find Uguti, if you have something related to IT, it's just gonna be easier. Whether it's diploma, degree, it doesn't. I wouldn't say it doesn't matter, but you still get opportunities, regardless of, like, as long as you're within this field. So yeah, I would say Uguti, just explore, check, ask, and see what you like, see what you don't like, but give this career path or this industry a chance,
especially if you're a female. Anyways, yeah, so thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please do leave your thoughts on this conversation. Please comment, share this video to someone who might need to hear this, especially a young person in varsity, high school. And yeah, I do hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for coming.
My pleasure. Okay.
Anyway, see you guys in the next video, and bye.
Signing out from Slee the Hustler.
Yo.